You might think the Bible is just for quiet moments or Sunday sermons, but what if I told you Proverbs 21 holds a secret that can transform your success, your peace, and even your English? Most people go through life missing this, and guess what? They're losing valuable chances every single day, chances that could save their relationships, finances, and even their self-confidence. Going without this knowledge is like trying to put together a puzzle blindfolded. But here, you're about to learn straightforward lessons you can start using today to change your story. This isn't fluff, it's ancient wisdom with modern power, and I'll show you how to apply every piece till the very end. If you want to turn the game around, stick with me. What's coming could be the game changer in your life. Lesson 1. Wisdom that transforms decisions. Avoid the path to ruin. Have you noticed how sometimes we just go on autopilot, making decisions without thinking about the fallout? Proverbs 21 says the plans of the diligent lead to plenty, but rushing leads to poverty. It's the same old story. Running too fast might make you trip and fall hard. In today's instant everything world, this lesson is a lifesaver. Think about that time you jumped into an investment without checking or replied to a message in anger. You know the disaster that followed, right? The Bible isn't just some old book. It's a manual speaking straight to our lives, showing that wisdom keeps you from burning your chances and breaking your peace. And here's the kicker. Diligent isn't just about working hard. It's about planning, thinking, and moving calmly even when the world screams, hurry up. Ever tried doing something big in a rush and ended up quitting? That's the secret Proverbs 21 wants you to get. Success isn't for those who speed, but for those who walk focused and wise. Now, imagine mixing that caution with faith. Think that combo can literally save your future? And this is just the start of what's coming next. Lesson 2. The power of words and emotional control. Your destiny lies in what you say. You know the saying that tongue is a fire, right? Proverbs 21 shows us how our words can build or destroy. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to blurt out a quick criticism or a promise you can't keep. But have you stopped to think how that impacts not just others, but your own life? Losing control of your words is like pouring gasoline on your own troubles. Worst part? It can burn relationships, chances, and even your self-worth. Here's a little-known tip. Controlling your emotions when you speak isn't weakness, it's strength. When you learn to hold back that sharp tongue, you become the master of your fate. Think of every word as a seed. What you plant today shapes your harvest tomorrow. Whether at work, family, or learning English, controlling your speech opens doors and builds bridges. How many times has a simple calm down or I'll think about it saved you from big trouble? Proverbs 21 teaches us not just to talk, but to think first, and that's pure gold. But wait, there's more ahead. Lesson 3. Justice and integrity, the invisible foundation of real success. Have you noticed how justice seems like a forgotten word today? Proverbs 21 says God delights in justice and hates betrayal. This isn't moralizing, it's a practical warning. Acting justly, even when no one's watching, builds an invisible foundation for your future. In today's world where shortcuts tempt everyone, this lesson is a shield against choices that can ruin reputations and dreams. Imagine a businessman who cheats his customers to make quick money. Seems like he won, right? But in the long run, lack of integrity always demands a price. Being just in your day-to-day could mean saying no when everyone expects yes, or keeping promises even when it's hard. The impact doesn't just stay around you. It comes back as trust, respect, and open doors. Ever felt the weight of a small decision that changed everything? That's justice working behind the scenes, and there's more to uncover from here. Lesson 4. The value of humility. How it opens doors you didn't even know were closed. Proverbs 21 reminds us that pride goes before destruction, but humility brings honor. Have you ever thought that pride might be blocking opportunities you don't even see? We live in an era where showing strength and never admitting mistakes is the norm, but that attitude brings loneliness. Ever felt alone even in a crowd? Humility isn't weakness. It's the key that unlocks relationships, careers, and even learning, like when you're studying English, because only humble people listen, learn, and grow. Picture a boss who listens and values his team's ideas. That kind of leader builds strong teams and real results. Or you're trying to learn something new and realizing you need help, criticism, and change. That's humility in action. But how does this virtue turn conflicts into opportunities? That's what we'll uncover next, because the journey's just getting interesting. Lesson 5. Planning and trusting God. The combo that guarantees lasting results. Proverbs 21 says, "The heart of man plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps." It's an invitation to balance responsibility with faith. Today, anxiety about the future is everywhere, and this lesson is a balm for restless hearts. You can make detailed plans, write endless lists, but without trusting there's a bigger purpose guiding each step, it all feels like a heavy burden. Ever felt like you're running but don't know where to? That's where Proverbs 21's wisdom shines. Plan carefully, but fully trust God's plan. Think of a student preparing for an exam, studying hard, but also praying for wisdom and calm. That combo not only boosts success chances, but brings peace. Same goes for work, relationships, or learning English. Do your part, then trust. This trust isn't passive. It's active, moving forward even when the path isn't clear. This final lesson wraps up our cycle and opens the door to a transformation bigger than you imagine. Now that you've learned these 5 powerful lessons from Proverbs 21, imagine the impact if you put them into practice. Wisdom that shapes decisions, words that build your destiny, justice that builds trust, humility that opens doors, and trust that guides your steps. All invite you to live a fuller, wiser life aligned with God's purpose. Are you ready to take that step? Or will you keep making the same choices and getting the same results? Drop in the comments which lesson touched your heart and how you plan to apply it daily. I want to hear your story, your challenges, and together we'll grow in this journey. If you want more content that combines deep Bible study with easy English learning, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to never miss an update. Remember, knowledge without action is just information. The challenge is yours. Will you choose differently? See you in the next video.